On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being sleeping like a log, how would you score your sleep? Hi, it's Lynne Jacob, founder of MLJ International and author of the 7 Simple Strategies for Success that will have you too earning triple your profits, having tons more fun, all without working harder, longer hours. The reason I asked you about your sleep, which would come in under strategy number 7 of my 7 Simple Strategies for Success, is because most of my clients struggle with sleeping well. Struggle. That's what MLJ Coaching is all about, helping you get out of, is struggle. That's just one of your struggles maybe. However, I want to talk about sleep today because just recently I've had the immense pleasure of leading a few different people in VIP intensive coaching sessions. And this one person, when he showed up, that was one of the first things out of his mouth is how well he had slept last night in a hotel room, in a different province, all that stuff, but how well he had slept the night before. Why? Well, because he doesn't sleep so well these days. And I asked, around about what time of night is it that you wake up? And this has been going on for quite a long time for him. Then the following week, I was in another province and I was sleeping in a hotel room in a different bed, slept like a log. And that's not always the case for me, but it is about 97% of the time. At any rate, I did communication workshops. I led communication workshops for a new client of mine, and in one of those groups of his employees, I was having dinner with one of his managers. And that's fine. That was a communication workshop, but we had to eat, right? Anyway, the next day I get together with my new client and his spouse who is in the business and the manager, the operations manager. And one of the many things that come up in that VIP intensive coaching session, my new client was telling me that he doesn't sleep well. And I asked him, round about what time of night is it that you wake up? And when he said the time, his operations manager said, no way, me too. However, the other thing that his operations manager said is, but you know, last night I slept all the way through the night. And that doesn't happen very frequently. Now, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. These two people who I just mentioned, who one slept through the night after our coaching session and the other slept through the night just before our VIP intensive coaching session, it was because they now found hope. Hope to get out of this struggle that they're in their businesses. And that's what's going to happen with this new client as well, the owner of the manager's business where he's working. So what time is it that you wake up in the morning if you're not sleeping well? Well, I have learned over the years, a friend of mine, a female friend of mine, told me that when she was seeing a psychiatrist or psychologist or something, that she was waking up pretty much every night, and her psychiatrist told her that because she was waking up around 2-something, that's a sign of depression. So I just kind of put that in the back of my mind and carried it around with me. And over the last number of years, then I've been having all these small business owners, medium-sized business owners, who aren't sleeping well. And I know when I wake up in the night around what time it is, and I ask them, and sure enough for them too, all of them, it's 3-something. So if this psychiatrist is right and 2-something is a sign of depression, well, if you're waking up at 3-something, it's simply a sign of anxiety. Anxiety around your business results, around how you're going to keep everything going. It's because you're struggling. And I know this so well because I too have been there. And I'm not saying that I'll never be there again because I'm constantly up-leveling my business. And, you know, it's a little thrilling, a little exciting, and a little scary too. And it's at those scary moments that we wake up around 3-something in the morning. So if that's you, you don't have to do this alone. In fact, why the hell would you want to? Why would you want to keep getting up at 3 o'clock every morning or just waking up and tossing and turning? So if you're not sleeping like a log from the time your head hits the pillow until you wake up with that thing I'm ready to go. And look, it's around 6 o'clock, or for me, 7:30, whatever time it is for you that works. If you're not getting that kind of fabulous sleep, then get some help. I'd love to help you, but there are lots of other people out there who can help you too. It's all about your business. You want to get out of struggle. This is Lynne Jacob, who would love to help you stop struggling, because all you're struggling with is trying to keep your business small. Yeah, that's for another topic. Take care.